What's happening, guys? Last time on That Garage, we lowered the out of the Ferrari F12. Let's take it to the flashback.
We can lower it. Because that is some major wheel gap right there. We like our wheel gap like we like our women's thighs. Rubbing.
You're so stupid. I hate you.
Today, we're gonna go ahead and finish her up and do some of the cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
Whoa!
More power, baby!
As you can see, I've gotten every body panel that I can get off. Aside from the electronics, I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna tape off. It's about right here. And then have it like a, what do you call it? Like a bag. Or painter's, like a, you know, painter's drop, sorry. I'm going to be filling this in and sanding it down. I still have to do the other side before I do that. And yeah, here's all the panels. The seat came out, the hood, the side fin flares for the fenders, the trunk, the front bumper. I do have the rear bumper already sprayed. I just wanted to see how it was gonna lay on the primer. And I'm going to be taking out the Ferrari emblems. These black pieces will be coming out as well. As you can see, there's tabs for all this. Super easy. And then I'm going to scuff them up with just regular scuff pad, and then wash them up and primer them just like this. But I'm going to spray, before I do that, I'm going to spray this one with the actual base coat that we're going to be using today, which is the same as that. So here we have it taped up, ready to go. Gonna get to scuffing it, and we're gonna throw some paint on it. Well, primer first. Obviously filling these widening of the fenders, and after primer, we're gonna throw some base coat on it. Obviously, we've done the rear bumper. I have done the hood, trunk, and it was on the fender, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and wrap those in carbon. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta throw some clear on these parts as well. So that's already cleared. Came out pretty good, man. Just gotta, I mean, if I want, I guess I can wet sand, but I'm not gonna deal with that. You know what I mean? It's just a car, she's gonna bang it up either way. So I gotta prep this, I'm gonna prep that front bumper. I think I'm gonna wrap this splitter in in carbon as well, and I might extend it a little bit down. So down a little bit further with some plastic and wrap it in carbon as well. That way it's a little bit lower, like a lip kit. But we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. So yeah, about to scuff this up and get it ready for some primer. Let's do it. Left off right here. It's been a couple days. It's kind of cold here in Texas. That's why you hear the heat gun kind of warming up the paint, the primer. I'm gonna try and primer this in and then sand it out. It's just really cold here in Texas, so I was waiting for a day where it was not gonna be so cold, so I could spray without any reactions. But I'm gonna go ahead and spray. I'm gonna try and get this done for Christmas for my daughter. A couple days out. So hopefully this will go well. Let's stop talking and get to it. All right, well there you have it. It's primered up. It didn't build up like I wanted it to. Let's see. So you can definitely see it, and you can see some of the old paint starting to. But what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna end up bondoing it, and then sand it down. That way it looks proper. So yeah, I'll probably end up bondoing this tomorrow. And then I will re-primer it and get it ready for base coat so it can look all pretty. You know what I mean? Alright guys, so that's it. Boom. I'm fairly happy. The clear is not 2K, so it's not going to be that great. Obviously I messed up on the hood a little bit. You can kind of see a tiger striping just a little bit. It's a little bit darker, but that's what you run the risk with these metallic and pearl colors. So I did not fix this. Hey, we're ricing it out today, I guess. But that's okay. It'll give it some character. You know what I mean? Wabi sabi. If y'all don't know what that means, look it up. It's a Japanese proverb, or I guess a way of life. So that's it. We're gonna wait for it to dry, And then we're gonna go ahead and, I have one more wheel to finish. I had to find it. Remember I told you guys it was lost. So I gotta finish the wheel. And I'm gonna finish the wheel right now as we wait for this to dry. And then we're gonna start putting it back together. All right, guys, so there we have it. Full deep dish wheel, fully assembled, glued, everything. I'm just doing the calipers on the front too. So you can see this one's over here. I've already started on suspension, so that comes next. That's the next video. I'm gonna show you how to lower the car and get it stance out, give it a wider stance. And we should be good on that, on the wheel setup, on the suspension setup, and then we'll move on to other things. Sneak peek on what I did. I got videos coming up for that as well. One thing I do want to point out is that these holes on the pans themselves, you can see this one I kind of jacked up. You saw in the video I put it on top of the actual wheel right here. Put it on top of the actual wheel, and then I drilled the hole. I marked it and drilled the hole. I definitely suggest you wait until you cut out the wheel and then set your pan. If you have this type of wheel, of course. Set your pan and then drill through the back as level as you can. Now, if you have a press drill, perfect, you can go, but using, let me just show you kind of what I have to deal with. Using this, you can shift left and right like such, and then you'll get an off-center hole. I was able to fix it, thank God. I'm going to be using a washer setup, but I was able to fix it that way it didn't wobble. I ended up using this ring that was on the front inside the pan, between the pan and the actual skeleton of the wheel. So these wheels were kind of cheap anyways. Like this whole ride-on toy was kind of cheap, so it wobbles anyway. But you guys want to make sure that you're cutting around here and placing your pan as evenly as you can, so it'll minimize the wobble. So that's about it, guys. Next we'll be doing the suspension, and then we will be doing the carbon fiber update and the paint. So a couple other things. This one came with the remote control feature and lights, so we had to do some wiring up of the resistors and whatnot, because I went ahead and upgraded the battery with the drill pack. That way it charges faster, and it's a 20 volt instead of a 6 volt. So we'll see if the motor lasts. Oh well, drift things, right? So, all right, see you guys next time.